Right. So, a very good morning to all our viewers and friends. And today we are going to be discussing very, very interesting topic. In fact, the most sought after topic, the most searched topic on internet right now, health insurance. And please welcome. I have with me Mr. Kaushal Shah. He's one of our most privileged and a very long-standing partner with Magic. Let me give you a quick brief introduction about Kaushal. A very young, very dynamic entrepreneur. He's a founder and CEO of Fortune 5, and Fortune 5 is among our marquee partners that we have in Bajaj Allianz General Insurance. They are into business for 3 generations, and he's a member of our prestigious MD clubs and numerous recognitions that he has got with our association with Magic. He's also he has done his postgraduate in risk management from NMIMS and a fellow of insurance from the Insurance Institute of India. He's also one of the topmost producers in India with state-of-the-art infrastructure, technology, and above all, very high level of customer centricity. And it's my pleasure to welcome Kaushal ji. Welcome to this session, and welcome to all the viewers. Now, so friends, so today, right now, obviously we all know that pandemic has hit us, and we are all surviving with it. First, I hope, I can see a lot of people who have joined here. So, good morning, Nemish, Vikram, Sindura. I can see Rakshit. I can see Mihir. I can see a lot of folks who have joined. So, it is good to have all of you here. So, as I was saying, that the pandemic has hit us, and COVID is right now, obviously. So, first, I hope everyone, all your friends, families, loved ones, everybody is safe, sound, and taking good care of yourselves and your families. And I'm sure that these are testing times, and we will all come out of this stronger together. So to get started, having a health cover is actually one of the most important necessities in the current situation. Not only because it is important to cover yourself across, from corona, not only corona, and health cover covers you for a lot of diseases apart from COVID. And it is important to pick up a health cover when you are young. It is important to secure it. Like we have a security and a financial planning for ourselves and family, I think health cover should be right up in the priority there. And it is always advisable that all customers secure by having a health cover. See, we get a lot of questions from customers. How much cover should I have? Which all cover should I take? And through this medium, I think we should communicate that. I wish to stress on 3 important things. Number 1, a basic health cover is absolute must. You should top it up with the Extra Care Plus or a top-up policy that we have. And we should also have a critical illness policy. So this really covers you for all the critical illnesses. And we all know that most of the critical illnesses are on the rise in India. And India is well on to become the diabetes capital by 2030 of the world. So that's why we keep getting questions from customers who approach us on website or on chats. And it is really important to have all these 3 covers. The other thing that I want to say right now, healthcare costs are going up. All right, the medical inflation anyway before COVID also was 2.5 to 3 times of the GDP. If GDP is growing at 6%, your inflations are growing at 18%. And what I also see and also read is less than 10% of the customers who actually got themselves treated for COVID actually had a cover. That's quite surprising and shocking to say the least. I think our people are not realizing that having a health cover, I think I would want to quote my CEO Tapan sir here, as he says that if you take a health cover, it increases your life by many years, at least 8 to 10 years. Not because of anything, but it just gives you a sense of security for life, and it really ensures you against any illness, timely treatment in the best hospitals in the country. So I will again urge. And we feel that this movement has brought in a huge amount of awareness among our customers. I think as per the recent report published by Google for the month of April, on all the searches that were done, there is a rise of more than 121% for customers coming and doing search for renewals. And there is a rise of 1,230%. That's right, 1,230%. So wherever you are, you could be in Pune, Bombay, Delhi, anywhere, from your site, if there were one customer searching for a corona insurance, now there are 1,230 people searching for a COVID insurance. I think this is the moment, and I think as an insurer, we have a very big social cause, which is to get more and more people covered through health insurance. Today, I think the discussion specifically is about we have our flagship product HealthGuard, which has got rated by the Mint article, which is one of the leading advisories on health products, as the best product in the market today, both on individual as well as on the floater. And to ensure that we make this product more affordable, get more people under the health cover, we have gone live, I'm proud to say, with the installment facility on HealthGuard, both on the individual as well as on the floater. And in the next 20 to 30 minutes, I would be spending time with our eminent partner, Kaushalji here, to discuss more about that. And I think there are a few people joined here. A very big welcome to Tapan sir. I think has always been a source of inspiration and a guide for all of us. We have got Bhaskar, we have got Sapta, Dviraj. I can see a lot of folks who have also joined. So welcome everyone. So Kaushalji, over to you. So do you think that my first question to you is, why is there a low offtake for health insurance, number one? And do you think that the installment facility that we are launching for our customers, will that really help us increase the penetration here?
So it is very interesting things what you have launched a product at a very good time. Current scenario is very different. The global pandemic which is going on, and all the entrepreneurs or professionals or even the service-oriented class of people, there's a change in income which has happened. We have commitments. People already have their own planning of investments going on, and suddenly this chaos has happened in the market. So today's time, people need higher insurance. People can't live with the traditional cover of 5 to 10 lakh rupees of cover. They need 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs and more cover. And normally in Mediclaim, the tendency is always towards the end of March, where the people are planning to do their tax planning and save taxes, and last moment take up a higher cover of the policy. So what they do is they end up committing a smaller amount in March because the cash flow is stringent and they need to take the available tax benefit. What they generally do is take a policy month of March. So this is a very good timing of a product where we are giving the installment facility, especially in Mediclaim, wherein now people can be pushed to take a higher cover. They can look at 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs and 50 lakhs and more cover, looking into this installment facility. So there's a very important timing and it's a very good step by Bajaj to take the concerns of the clients in consideration.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Kaushalji. And would you want to understand more about the product, and we could discuss more? I
have a question. So what are the frequencies of installment what we are offering in a Mediclaim policy?
So we have monthly, we have quarterly, and we have half yearly. So these are the three options that the customer can take for this product, for both these products, HealthGuard Floater as well as HealthGuard Individual. He can take these features.
So we are offering some fresh policies, or it is going to be applicable renewals also?
So right now we have gone live only with new business. I think in the course of time, in a quarter or so, we can offer this on renewals also. Right now we have gone ahead on fresh. And what the process, how it works is that your premium has to be at least 12,000 rupees should be the premium, in which we can offer you the monthly option. And if your premium is 6,000 or more, we can offer you the quarterly option to our customers.
So currently lockdown situation is going on. So what is the process of getting this enrolled? How do we offer it to our clients? How does customer take the installment facility?
Sir, it's a completely seamless and 100% digital process that has got built in. So there are three ways a customer can come, and obviously one is through partners like yours and all our thousands of, we have more than 50,000 agent partners. So you can approach to any of the agents. We have got two digital assets. One is iMitra and one is EasyTap. So the policy can be seamlessly and digitally issued through that. Or you can come onto our website as well and directly go and buy the policy. The process is very simple, like how a normal product works. He goes selects health card, selects the sum insured. Only at the exit page, he gets an option. Do you want to pay in full or do you want to pay through EMI? If he wants to pay through EMI, then there are options given. Is it monthly, quarterly, or half yearly? Customer has to select that, and then he is able to we have, yeah, sorry, I think we missed you for 10 seconds. So I was saying that he could just go there and pick up whatever options, monthly, quarterly, or half yearly. The only addition that happens in an installment basis is immediately after the policy gets issued, we trigger an SMS and an email to the customer. So it is very important to give the customer's details while getting the policy issued. The customer's phone number and the customer's email ID. And a e-mandate link gets triggered to the customer, and he has to insert his debit card or a savings account details. And I think an OTP will be sent to him. He has to put the OTP and the mandate gets registered. Also, the customer, after the e-mandate gets registered, will be informed for his next date of EMI, when the EMI is going to come, along with the amount that is going to come. This is the option that he has selected.
So what if for some reason one of the installment doesn't go through? So what is the process? How do I re-enroll back?
So here we have extremely a customer friendly approach. There is a 15 days grace period allowed for the customer. Now we understand there could be challenges. So if the customer, for whatever reason, he is not able to pay the EMI, he still has 15 days of time. We also will reach out to the customer through SMS communication, informing the customer that we are going to represent your mandate again because it has failed. So if the customer is able to pay in the grace period, then the policy stays. But if the customer is not able to pay in the grace period, then the policy gets blocked.
Okay. And suppose there's a claim in that period. Suppose my installment has not gone through for some reason, and there's a claim. How do we handle claims in that scenario?
So first, there are two scenarios, let me say, on claims. Right? Number one is, if you continue to pay your EMIs, then you should not be worried about your claims. So in a very simple case, that both are mutually exclusive. You continue to pay your EMIs, and your claims will get treated with the same, the same process that BAGIC is known for, which is we have one of the best claim settlement ratios in the industry, and we are very customer friendly in that respect. So a customer absolutely need not worry. And this is our USP, because unlike other players in the industry, we don't recover the pending EMIs or the pending installments. We will pay the claim if the installment comes on time. It has no relation to the claim. However, if at all, if somebody is in a grace period and the claim gets triggered, at that point of time, the customer still has an option to pay the pending installments, and we can clear the claim. So in case it is a cashless, then you'll have to pay us. In case it is a reimbursement, then obviously it will be adjusted. So, but the biggest USP in our process is that we really we treat our customers very fairly. We have a lot of trust on our customers, and more importantly, customer need not be worried about his claim as long as the EMI is getting paid regularly month after month.
Oh, that's very interesting, sir.
Yeah.
And in terms of tax benefit, how do they avail tax benefit? Because when they're paying installments, what is the way of tax benefits, certificates or ATD certificates?
Yeah. So along with every premium that is being paid, we will be giving a ATD certificate as well. So the customer has two options: either he gets it along with every endorsement or every payment that is going through, or typically customers ask for it during filing. Then he can take the combined premium that you have paid. He can take the last receipt that you would get for that, which would have the details of the entire installment receipt and the ATD for the full financial year.
Okay. And suppose somebody is taken an installment of quarterly, for example, and in between wants to pay the entire premium at one shot. Would that be possible in between the policy year?
Yes, absolutely. So there are two things: change in modes. Both are possible during the period or even during renewals.
Okay.
So both are possible that we could do this. In fact, for example, we do a lot of upsell on renewals also. So there is also advantage with installment that sometimes you want to add a member or there's an endorsement. So all of that is possible. Even endorsements are possible, and even paying in changing your modes is possible. Both are possible during the course of the policy.
So any impact towards premium if I'm taking any modes? Would there be any impact of pricing in terms of interest or something?
No, I think I'm very glad. It's a very great question. I think specifically for our customers, I think what we do typically is sort of a modal factor, which our actually team does. So if I can give you a simple example, if the net premium, let's say, is 10,000 rupees for a policy, if somebody pays it upfront, and if somebody goes for a monthly option, then the modal factor is 3.8% broadly. Although most of these details are given in the policy brochure and the price charts, but it is 3.8%, which means instead of 10,000, I'll be paying 10,380 divided by the number of installments if I'm on a monthly option. If I'm actually on a half yearly option, it is 10,180. So I think it's very, very marginal, very minuscule. And as we said, as an insurer, we wanted to give this benefit, and that is why these rates are much lower compared to anyone in the market, any lending company, any bank. I mean, even there are cards that say will give you 0%, but they charge a very high processing fee under the garb of 0%. But this for the customers is truly a delight, because there is hardly a marginal increase, and the customer gets a benefit of the installment ones. So to answer your question, it is 3.8% loaded for a monthly, and it is 1.8% loaded for a half yearly.
Beautiful, sir. It's a very right timing of right product, and was much needed for us to settle it more. That's the interesting part about it.
Yes, and we also have understood that typically most of the again. Kaushalji, I think again.
Yeah, I lost you in between. Sorry. Sir, is there any particular date the amount will be debited from the customer's account?
Yes. So what we have done, knowing that a lot of customers get their salaries typically either by month end or by the first week of the month. So we have two dates that we have kept right now, which is 3rd of the month and 10th of the month. So basically there are two dates. So basis which, when did you take your policy, you will be allotted one of these two cycles. And we have also put in a proper communication plan that before installment hits your bank, D-7 and D-3, you will be intimated through a message that this is the EMI amount for this policy. So the funds, so the customer knows that much funds has to be kept ready in his account.
And suppose somebody has an error in the national while enrolling or while debiting, they have some queries. How can they reach somebody, or what is the process of reaching if there's an error in terms of communication to NASH facility or the installment facility? How does somebody rectify the error?
So right now we have a call center, and we are also sharing a WhatsApp number with all our partners, and it will be there for our customers as well. They can reach out to that number, and whichever customer is not able to set up a e-mandate, we have few telecallers, and our backend team of operations and team will help the customer set up the e-mandate. So that will really help. And but I think if you look at the industry per se, most of the lending organizations work on e-mandates, and I think we are also governed through NPCI on this. I think it's quite simpler, and it's fine. I mean, that should not be a challenge here. I can also take one question. Let us come on this specifically with one of our, I think Sindhura has asked this. What about the security of the card and the bank details that I share? I think it's absolutely safe. I think we are only going to take, and as I said, the customer is going to be intimated about the installment date, what is his installment amount, and nowhere are we going to be using his debit card or his bank account details. So it is absolutely safe, and there should be no reason for the customer to worry on this. Yes, Kaushalji. I can also see a lot of folks. Sorry, let me just. I think we have got Gurdeep ji, who heads our underwriting for retail and motor products. We have Rashmi from underwriting team. We have Amit Joshi, who is the Chief Investment Officer. I think Rajiv our chief risk officer. So we have got a lot of folks, Ashish Agarwal, who heads our agri business. We have a lot of friends, Nikhil Bharadwaj, who heads our corporate communications. Glad to have all of you here and be a part of this very interesting conversation. Yes, Kaushal.
So anything like normally for financial institutions, they normally check the CIBIL score. Would there any, will be taking customers' profile or the credit history will be taken into account for applying this installment facilities?
Yeah, this is a fantastic question. I think no, we don't do anything of that. See, we are not even do lending business. We are genuinely giving a facility so that more customers can buy the cover for their family and loved ones. So there is no check of CIBIL score. There is no check of any risk score. Right. So any customer, as long as he can genuinely pay the EMIs, can please come ahead and take this.
So fantastic! It's very nice, sir. With a very unique concept. Timing is fantastic, much needed.
Yes,
so anything you would like?
Yeah, I have got one more interesting question. If I have an existing policy, can I opt for an EMI during renewal? Absolutely. So as we said that we have only gone live right now with new business, but we will be going live with renewals in shortly. So maybe I think in about a quarter or so, three months or so, we should be live with renewals. And as Kaushalji rightly pointed out, I think we have two problems. Kaushalji rightly said, a lot of people, one, are not insured, and those who are insured are underinsured. I think we should use the installment facility to get their cover up, because we all know that, as I said, the inflation goes at such a rapid pace, and a 3 lakh and a 2 lakh cover is just not good enough for even an individual today. Leave aside a family. So to this question that has come, I think definitely on renewals it will be offered, and everyone should be encouraged to push up the higher sum insured and sell and then sell the installment facility to the customers.
Very good. So what if there is an addition of a member in the family, a child or a spouse, somebody is available installment facility? Can they add the family members during the policy?
Yes, an endorsement is allowed. As I said, we can do the endorsement. Typically, a newborn child or a spouse, or someone getting married, so he can do that. And then there is a logic that has got built in for the revised premium to get calculated, and the customer's consent will be taken, and the EMI or the installment premium would automatically get changed because of these additions of members. Even for deletions, it could happen. Even for addition, both ways it will happen.
Lovely. And sir, if somebody is enrolled for this installment facility, what is the minimum number of installments that somebody has to pay at a stretch to start the installment facility?
So there is nothing classified like that, the minimum one. But to answer your question, let's say cancellation comes. So since for monthly and quarterly options, we don't offer any cancellation because the period is too short. But if somebody has taken half yearly and he wants to cancel, then I think we have given those wordings in our policy documents. I think a corresponding proportionate amount will be there, and then he can cancel it.
No, I'm asking, sir, if I want to take up installment facility, okay, any number of minimum installments I need to pay, 3 months, 2 months?
So while buying the first installment, it will always be of 3 months. Now, why we take that is because we also need to register the e-mandate, and initially I think the customers also will need some time, and so the first one will always be 3 months. So the customer, whatever the premium is, the first installment will be 3 months. After that, he chooses monthly, quarterly, or half yearly.
Okay. So it's a very smooth process. What you highlighted, it's very simplified. Looks
very simple. Yeah. There is also a question: can I change the EMI plan midterm of the policy? Yes, you can, but ideally we would request that, because the premium calculation happens during that. So ideally we would recommend that at the time of renewal rather than during the course of the policy. So a lot of questions like this has come on place, and we have a lot of people who have viewed in. I think we have a lot of partners, and also we have Tarun as well, who heads our NBFC. He's also there here, and we got another question on credit rating. I think we have answered that. There is no credit rating that we will do for the customer, and we will ensure that all our customers are treated very fairly, And as I said, the larger objective here is to give a cover and bring more people under the health cover. So that's broadly is the this one. So Kaushalji, I think we will we'll take any questions in case we keep giving. So what do you feel now? How should we promote this now that this is done, and which kind of customer segment or population you think this will be really attractive for, and how can we really broad base this?
Typically, the professionals, the individuals or the SMEs and corporates, what's happening, the mindset was in terms of group policies. The employers normally have a group curve from the companies. Now today's time retirement has happened. That is, they'll understand the importance of having a personal medical claim on their own. Not depend on the corporate policy or the company policy. Because here they are not without insurance, and it's become a very dangerous scenario right now. Being when COVID is going on, the treatment costs are sky high. Where you'll end up paying. It's to take a right policy at a right beginning. And the most important part is what we offer a deductible, in the HealthGuard policy, wherein the clients can offer a deductible of and take a discount, available discount of 20-30% on the policy, so that the minimum amount they can claim with the employee's policy and balance they can get with our policy. And on renewal, if they don't have a corporate cover, they can pay the difference of premium and get a full cover. That's a very interesting part of the HealthGuard feature. What is there? So that's the main segment is towards the individuals and retailers who can upgrade or take a secondary policy right now in view of cashless, because most of the PSUs have a very lower network. Bajaj network is the widest network across the industry. So individuals can buy a policy, at least a safety net, contingency cover, so they can avail the cashless and the treatment at the topmost brand hospitals of Pan India.
Absolutely fantastic, yeah. And also, as we know that the mass segment, or the as we call as the urban mass, or even the rural segment, that is the most undercovered segment today. If you look at a health cover, right? So you have a segment which is covered through government schemes, and there are some top ends who are covered through corporates. But the middle segment or the mass segment, what would you recommend that? What can we do more to get more people in this segment under this cover?
So one is, we are already doing direct marketing. We have the strongest, biggest agency force in the market, and we also have bank types. So looking at that, I think the penetration is fantastic. What Bajaj already has in sleeves, and the only reachability and mass communication is already done. So now getting the policy is important. And this was the threshold. What was facing by them was in terms of the high cost, which is now taken by the installment facility. So it's a fantastic approach right now.
No, great.
Handle that, sir.
So fine. I think we all are quite kicked about this, because I think it took some time for us to get this out, but we got this out in a flagship product. And as you said, we have the best network. I'm reiterating that we have the best network of hospital. We have the best claim experience for the customers and the best product. But I would urge all our viewers and partners who have joined, right? The larger objective is to get everybody under health cover. So I think this is now live, as I said, across all modes. The customer can come to our website. He can approach any of our partners, and it is live across all the digital modes. And it is 100% paperless, and policy can get issued digitally. So we hope this really takes off, and more customers really come onto the cover and make their life more secured and happy. So thank you, Kaushalji. Thank you for joining on this session today. And I hope that everyone, all our 50,000 plus partners really use this facility, not only to educate, but get more customers under the fold. Yeah. And thank you so much. And looking forward to meet you once the lockdown gets over. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. All right. Thanks.